All right, was this sequel really needed for Meg? When looking at the overseas box office numbers, I'm not surprised. Chase Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon reviewing the Meg 2 The Trenches. So what's this about? Pretty simple premise. This takes a couple years after the first one, and what do you know? More megalodons, more squid things, more people dying, more shenanigans ensues in this crazy sequel to the first one. All right, just letting you know, I did watch this in 3D, 4DX as well, and I also watched the Meg 5, 6, 7 hours ago to get me in the mood. Was that needed? Probably not, because the tonal shifts of each movie are bananasly different. The first one tries to be a more serious, more horror-esque type of movie, while this one goes on the campy funness of it, where we have some crazy scenes as well as this Sharknado-esque style of stuff. I'll say it this way, with this one, with Meg 2, it is made for the Chinese audience. What I mean by that, multiple Chinese actors, and both of them have Chinese scenes in it. I have no problem with it because it's co-produced by China. They want to put their stuff in it. It didn't really affect me as much as other movies. The first one was very much more, I want to say, like pro-China, but had more China elements to it. This one felt more fluid, and it actually helped the story a little bit better. Maybe it was for the director or how it was written, but I thought this one did a little bit better, weaving the American-esque, the just multiculturalism of it kind of meshed a little bit better in the Meg 2. And I've been hearing, I'm kind of going all over with this one, and I've been seeing things about the trailer. Yes, the trailer can be deceiving for some because the trailer is mostly them on the beach and the bright lights. Unfortunately, that's only about the last 40 minutes of the movie. The rest of the movie is them underground or at this Mana 1 station that was in the first movie. So the trailers might be a little bit deceiving. Yeah, you see some elements in the trailer, but you kind of expect a Jaws 1, 2-esque style of movie where it's all on a beach. Do not expect that. All right, now let's talk about the 3D and 4DX. This one had water shoot, just straight galore, sprout at my face. I had to clean my glasses multiple times with this one because, of course, it's a water movie, and I love seeing people's reactions with the 4DX. That's like the main reason why I go to these 4DXs, because they are fun to go through, and it does keep you awake. Like, you cannot fall asleep in these movies. And just these people are laughing through it. And I think that's the most fun I have in a movie, because people are just having a blast. There's this lady, like 3 rows down on the edge. I mean, she's laughing every time. There's a bonkers action sequence every time the water spurts. So it is a fun time whatsoever. And there was a scene where this, I think a Hispanic guy and a white girl kiss, and there's a guy in the audience like, ugh. And everyone laughed because it is a awkward, that really wouldn't be a couple experience. Like in the 3D. The 3D was pretty good. There were a lot of pop-out effects with the water, but there was a helicopter blade scene that really put the icing on the cake. So when I'm looking at the 3D effects of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the Meg 2, I really think the Meg 2 really does utilize the 3D a little bit better than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But I like the Meg 2 overall. Honestly, I like this better than the first one. The first one, like I said, it felt like a shark movie you've seen a million times before. Yes, you could say that with this one, but I do think they knew they were going more on the campy side, and I kind of like that they didn't take themselves too seriously. The problem also, I was a little hesitant going in because of the director. The director did like Kill List. He did Free Fire. He's done one called like High Tower or High Tension with Tom Hiddleston, which most of his movies I'm not a fan of his. Like it doesn't click with me. This one he did more mainstream, a bigger budget, and he went the PG-13 route. I feel like this one could have gone R, and there were some elements where he wanted to go R. Like there's a very strong scene where it's like a camera in a shark, and the shark is eating people like this. It felt like a movie I just watched recently where people just were getting annihilated by a monster, and they're just getting swallowed whole. And that was a really strong scene. Like I said, there were some strong just scenarios that occurred, but then some stupid scenarios, like especially with this 14-year-old girl, which she is the same character from the first one. But my God, she needs to learn to pay attention, just listen to the adults and not do stupid stuff. Like, there's no way she should be surviving, especially this one scene with the surfboard. That's all I'm going to say. Well, this whole movie is basically a Sharknado, just absolutely bonkersness occurring. And either you're going to like that or you're not. And to me, I kind of had a fun time with it. But I can understand why some people are going to be turned off because of that stuff. Like I said, maybe because the 4DX2 and just having people in this theater interacting with the movie made me go a little bit higher. Because I'm seeing this getting dogged by a lot of YouTubers. I mean, saying it's shit. It's a shit sandwich. Yikes. It's a 1 out of 5 star movie. If you really want a 1 out of 5 star shark movie, watch The Black Demon. That was horrid. That was a shitty shark movie. But The Meg 2, it doesn't take itself too seriously. I kind of enjoyed myself. Have you seen it before? Yes. Was the last 40 minutes fun? Yes. Were the stuff in between fast-paced? Yes. Maybe I'm just in the happy-go-lucky crowd right now, but I feel like the actors know what they're doing. The director knows what they were doing. The writers knew what they were doing. They knew that they were going to take away the seriousness of it and go more the silly route. And I do think that improved my viewing experience overall. But like I said before, I completely understand if you didn't like this film. So The Meg 2, The Trenches, will receive a 3.5 out of 5 with Futon. It goes at 70%. Like I said, maybe it's because I just watched The Meg, and if I have to watch one of them again, I'm watching Meg 2 again almost every day of the week. So let's see what the Critics' News scores gave this one. So The Meg 2, of course, audience score is 73% with over 250 of them. Critics 29% with 116 critic consensus. It isn't without its fun moments, but Meg 2 The Trench suffers from a disjointed story that drifts for too long before delivering a few campy thrills. Like I said, can this go to a 60? It would never go higher than a 70, though. I could promise you that. I'm sorry, not sorry. 73, 70, 29. Chase Talk with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Well, no thanks, Bluetontopia. You Blue Futons think watch a great day. I don't care watch this today, tomorrow, a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. I love every single one of you. And if you disagree with me, I mean, if you want to thumb down this video, that's fine. But let me know in the comments below why. Is it because I'm a shitty speaker, or is it because I have a shitty opinion? Let me know.